This is the sun. This is where all the energy comes from. This shows the cycle of energy.
Here is the producer, the plant. The plant consumes the energy from the sun. This is called photosynthesis. Here is the primary consumer, the cow. The cow will eat the flower and take its energy. The slider represents the energy from the flower transferring to the cow.
Here's the secondary consumer, the human. The human will eat the cow and take the cow's energy. Soon after, the cycle will continue and the animals will decompose.
This is the sun. This is where the energy cycle starts. The sun's powerful rays power over the plant. The plant then makes sugar.
This is where the flower takes in the sun's rays, which contains energy, and changes it into sugar. The nutrients and energy from the plant is consumed by the cow.
The human consumes the cow and all the energy and nutrients which came from the plant is now transferred to the human.
All energy starts here. This is the sun.
Energy from the sun is transformed into chemical energy by a plant through the process called photosynthesis.
A flower is a producer. It can make its own energy. The energy can be passed on to a consumer, like a pig, if the flower is eaten.
A pig is a consumer. It can only get energy by eating other organisms. The pig can be eaten by a secondary consumer like a human.
Decomposers are animals that break down waste. This includes a mushroom and a worm.
The flower's energy can be passed on to a bird if the bird eats the flower.
This was the energy cycle. Thank you for watching this presentation.
Bye!
Energy cycle, the process where energy gets passed on in the food chain.
All of the energy starts at the sun. Then the energy gets transported to the flower.
Now all of the flower's energy gets transported to the pig. Then the pig gets eaten by the human and dies.
Thank you for watching our energy cycle video.
The light from the sun goes into the plant. The process is called photosynthesis. The red light represents energy.
A bird comes and eats the flower. Now the energy that used to be from the sun is in the bird.
The cow then eats the plant. The energy from the plant or flower goes into the cow.
The human eats the cow. Then the energy that started from the sun is now all the way to the human. All energy starts here.
This is the sun where all the energy came from and passes on to the photosynthesis. This is the consumer. The consumer eats the producer, so the consumer gets energy. So if the consumer eats the producer, which is the plant's energy will transfer to the consumer. This is the second consumer. The second consumer eats the first consumer, which is the animal. So if the first consumer gets eaten by the second consumer, which is the person, the energy from the animal will transfer to the human. This is our energy cycle.
The energy from the sun that starts and then passes on to the flower.
The energy from the sun converts energy in the flower and the process of photosynthesis starts.
The first consumer eats the flower and gets the energy from the flower. Then the secondary consumer eats the first consumer and gets the energy.
Then when the human has passed, the decomposers will eat the human and get the energy.
Then the cycle starts over.